question, Kia is a company on the rise, whereas just a few years ago, any offering to the family hatchback market would have been instantly dismissed. Now it's a serious player, and a lot of that is thanks largely to this, the Ceed. Its styling is definitely more geared to a European audience. Just look at those stretched headlamps and gaping grille. Even this top-of-the-range GT model has these stylish LED daytime running lights and aggressive body kit. Inside, the build quality is on a par with the Vauxhall Astra, Volkswagen Golf and Ford Focus. It's all well nailed together with upmarket materials. The controls are well placed and intuitive to use, and space is also a major consideration for opting for the Ceed. There's ample room in the front and back, even in this 3-door GT version, and the boot is well shaped and bigger than the Ford Focus and Vauxhall Astra. Where the Ceed really falls down though is the way it drives. It's not quite as dynamic as some of the best in class. Cars like the Ford Focus, Volkswagen Golf or even the Seat Leon. Even this one, the Ceed GT, it lacks the punch of cars like the Golf GTI or even the Focus ST. There are a couple of petrol and diesel engines on offer. Even the 133 brake horsepower 1.6 litre lacks any real punch, so we'll be more inclined to opt for the 126 brake horsepower 1.6 litre diesel, which pulls strongly and revs sweetly. The ride is compliant, albeit a tad bobbly over undulating surfaces, and the steering isn't as precise as perhaps it could be. So that's the motor's view, but what do some professionals think of it?
I think it'd be fantastic. I mean, it looks smart inside, it looks neat and tidy, well laid out. I mean, if I was to have a tiny criticism of the interior, it's pretty black. I mean, there were a couple of nice red touches on the upholstery and on the steering wheel. You know, one or two more might be nice, but it's looking really good. Well, I've got a couple of kids, so you know, if I was combining the commute with a daily school run, it might be a little bit tricky because there's not a huge amount of space in the back. But if it was just myself whizzing off to work, it would not be a problem. Very, very good indeed. You know, be fine. I like it. I like it. It's nice to see. You know, a manufacturer like Kia has come a long way, really. I mean, I'm not much of a car expert, but you know, just a few years ago they were known as a bit of a budget brand, really, and they've sort of turned things around. You know, with longer warranties and better quality products, and to see them starting to do things that are a bit sporty and a bit more exciting is really good.
When it comes to getting in the car and getting yourself all sorted, it's very, very simple to use because it's quite basic compared to a lot of other cars. It's still quite simple, almost like 90s style radio, and less electronics than you would expect getting into a new car. So it makes it quite easy, nice and comfortable. Your position's quite nice, you're quite high up on the road and you can see where you're going, visibility is good. But miles per gallon isn't fantastic compared to other cars, but I guess that's what you get when you're driving a GT spec. It's nice, it's a really good looking car, I think. And for the price compared to other hot hatches, you get quite a lot for your money, which is nice.
For the daily commute, it would be good. It looks like quite a practical car. I could definitely get a pushchair in the back, which is important. It is quite small in the back for a couple of my children, but if it was just to drop them off somewhere, then it wouldn't be too bad. I think it looks fantastic. I know my 10-year-old would love it. It looks really sporty and like it would be a real nippy car. And it's neat and tidy. So yeah, again, from practicality point of view, it looks nice. The only thing that would really put me off would be fuel economy. Being a working mother of 3, nearly 4, that is something that I would take into consideration. So yeah, that would be the only downside for us as a family.